That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st down, Watson under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open here is Allison. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Now Rodgers. caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 52.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Plant. Over 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
What is that? 219. Know your job. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Watson with a give to Miller. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On 1st and 10, Watson letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Recon, 132 fighter. 26. Hey, Alpha.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
50. Hey, you block over here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Buzz. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike 30. Hey, wahoo. Tighten up. There you go. Hey, check Mike 27. Check.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Hey, Haywood.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike. Hey, exit.
To throw again. Rodgers going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. You get blocked.
From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Watson. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
319. Live.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Man, that's trash.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 63 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. And allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Box it. Back north.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike, 19. Come on.
I'm going back to you.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Read it well, and it's picked. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And it should be the final play before the quarter ends. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Hey, 88. Boom. Hey, Charlie.
It's going to be a long day.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
26. Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle. They'll go again to Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
Hey, high 7.
Watch the screen.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Packers pick it up.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble.
Jump out! Look at the 8.
Watch a slack, watch a slack. Watch a slack.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down. It's Miller, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Watson. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
39.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth.
Ringo.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 20-yard line.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Come on, D. Slam. Slam.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
26. Bravo. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Johnson jostles free, and he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Texans take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, huh?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot, and that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Blue.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ran, touch. Hey, Delta. Check 25. Motion. Ran, touch.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 59 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It all he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now your field...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, 75 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Forced out to his left. He finds McCoy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And now off to the races down the right side.